it's Shannon with Casing Crochet. If you're new here, welcome to my video for the first time. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you guys for clicking on and watching my video. First of all, I'm going to call myself out that my little yarn corner is a complete mess. Got boxes. You have no idea what it looks like. It is such a total mess. Anyways, I wanted to film real quickly today. Today is Wednesday because first of all, if you're not new here, you know I normally show up on here just looking a hot mess. And I actually have my hair done today because I have my son's like preschool night. He starts preschool on Tuesday and there's like an information night tonight, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put some effort into how I look and look a little presentable for like the first time meeting his teacher. But this video is going to focus around me working on my market setup. I took the day off of work on Friday because next weekend is my first fall market and I have two back-to-back markets. So I have one next Sunday and the one after. So I'm going to be working on tagging stuff on Friday and doing my mock setup. So the main focus of this video will be bringing you along for that. But I did want to share real quickly some of the makes I have for this week that I'm going to be adding into my market prep. The first is another Miles Monkey. If you saw my last video, I pattern tested this guy for neutral knots and I had made the plushy version. Her pattern also comes with the snuggler version. And let me just say, on the snuggler version, his long arms and legs are even more dangly and I just love him. I also made him in Bernat baby blanket, baby sand or regular sand, but it's the baby blanket one. And he's so cute and so soft. I absolutely love him. So I made him. And then I am doing, Melissa made that make-a-thon for Hops and Stitches. I actually tested her giraffe and I showed you guys that in my last video. But for the make-a-thon, I am making her, I think his name or her name or their name is, it's Dutton the Deer, and it comes with a fawn pattern, so like a girl deer, and it comes with a buck pattern. This pattern is so much value for what it is because not only does it come with the fawn and the buck, it comes with the plushy version and it comes with the snuggler version. So I made these four for the make-a-thon. So the fawn and the buck, you can tell, have different head styles. So it has the two different head styles. It has the antlers, the bodies and the hooves and stuff are the same, but it has the two different head styles. The plushy version is so cute. I love her plushies because they can sit up really cute. Oop, this is a little slippery of a shelf here, but they can sit up really cute. So if you're giving it as like a baby shower gift, someone could have it in their baby's room on display until they're ready to have a stuffy, because if you're under 1 year old, they should not be sleeping with a stuffy. So these are really cute. For the fawn, I gave her little eyelashes. So this is Bernat Blanket Baby Sand, Bernat Baby Blanket Sand. The nose is Bernat, or Premier Basic Chenille Caramel. He is Premier Basic Chenille Caramel. The white accent is Bernat Blanket Vintage White. And then the Lovey version is equally as adorable. And you can also, because of the construction of like the bottom, just how these can sit, the Lovey versions can actually sit pretty well themselves. Right? Like, look. So I think that's so cool that they have this like really round bottom, so they really can sit. Oh, and their tails are really cute. So I just wanted to hop on real quick to share these new makes with you. Hopefully by the time I film on Friday, I have one more kind of market prep set of things to share with you. And then I'm going to take you along with me as I do a mock setup for my table and kind of walk you through my thought process and all that sort of good stuff. So I will see you back here soon. It's me again in the same space, but a different day. Today is Thursday, so I thought I would just show you guys what I have been working on, or essentially what I worked on last night. which is I've been working on these cows by Neutral Knot. So I have one just completely traditional black and white cow. Obviously, just the head so far. And then I have one that I made with the Bernat tweed. And this one I did pink inside the ears, and this one I just did natural. I did do just tan noses for both of them because I don't love the pink I have right now for noses. I need to get it's like dusty pink or tan pink from Bernat. Anyways, I made their 2 heads, and then by request of my toddler, I was planning to let him pick out whatever thing he wanted from what I've already made, but he backtrack. He's starting preschool. He can bring a stuffy. I was going to let him pick out anything he wanted from my inventory, which is all around me right now, but he wants a rainbow cow. So I'm making him a rainbow cow. We have a red spot and an orange spot so far. I just did fully white ears. And then I'm making the hooves yellow on the arms. And then I think the body has 2 spots. So Roy G. Biv, right? Red, orange, yellow. And then I think I'm going to do the body spots green and blue, and then the hooves like purple. I think that's the plan. He's very particular about what colors are in the rainbow. So I have to include all of them. So I have 3 heads, and then I made the arms for these 2, and I have to make the arms for this one. I'm hoping to finish 2 tonight. And then I'm off of work tomorrow. So I have a list of things that I need to get done. And I just got the best notification. And that is a notification from Michaels that my pickup order is ready. I'm not sure how long. Well, I think the sale's going all weekend because they said it was their Labor Day sale, but it's 40% off full price items. So yarn was 40% off, which essentially brings it down to like Joann's prices. So I stocked up. I mean, I'm completely out of gray. I have like 2 little balls and I'm running low on white, and it just makes sense for me to stock up on some of the things I use all the time. So anyways, I got that. And then tomorrow I'm off of work, and my plan is in the morning to go for a 2-mile run on our bike path. It's something I have to it's like 2 minutes from our house, but I have to drive there. By the time I would run there, I'd have to turn all the way back. I would never get to run on the actual bike path. And I want to do a flat run. It's going to be nice and cool tomorrow. So I'm going to go for a run. Then I'm going to pick up my Michaels order tomorrow morning and return some things at Whole Foods. That's the morning plan. Then I need to do a little bit of cleaning at home and laundry. And then midday, I'm going to do my mock setup and film that for you guys and for myself. But for my last market, I did my tables to the front of my booth. I usually had done it in the back before and had like the stands at the back, but I did it more towards the front and it worked really well. I did have a corner spot. I don't know what spot I'm going to have next weekend. The last time I was at this place, I had a corner spot, but they don't tell you till you get there. So I'm going to film that. I got a lot of new display pieces. First of all, my husband he's made me 1 new crate. He's hopefully going to have another one done for next week. And I got some new display pieces that were on sale at Michael's. If you watched my videos before, I got things like this. And then I got some really cute things at a garage sale. Like I got this little like boat that has shelves that I'll show you guys. And I have some octopus minis that I'm going to put in there. And then I want to make a couple whales or something. I want to do like aquatic minis in there. So I have to figure out how I'm going to set it all up. I also have a lot of varied inventory and I want to make sure I'm not overwhelming my table. And I have a lot of markets coming up, so I don't need to put everything out, and I could put more things out as things sell. Also, I need to hot glue my cinnamon stick stems on here. And I was considering getting like a different ribbon to put on these, but I'm thinking on like the orange ones, I'll just use the white yarn and do the ribbon in that, and then on the white ones, right, vice versa, then do like a bow in the orange yarn so they have contrast. And in my Michaels order, I ordered one other color for these, so I have a bunch of these I need to put the cinnamon sticks in, and that's on my list for tomorrow. So we'll see what I accomplish. Maybe I'll also shower after my run and cleaning, but you know, minor details. So the next time I check in will probably be tomorrow. I'll try to remember to bring you guys along to Michaels. They've been updating our Michaels. They added like a whole other row of yarn. They haven't gotten the demi pearl loops and threads yarn in. That's their new like weight 6 kind of like blanket comparable yarn. I think it's supposed to be like the Posh Plush or whatever it was called. But maybe they'll have it tomorrow. So when I go pick up my order, we'll see. I did order like $80 worth of yarn, but it was a good deal. I mean, 40% off. They were like $7.79 a skein, and then I got one of the Woolies Thick and Quick so I can finish making some pumpkins. So yeah, I'm just blabbing. I will check back in with you guys tomorrow and bring you along for my day off, where I need to be both productive and stuff I need to do around the house, because there is laundry all over the floor here and I need to do more, and that needs to be folded, as well as productive with small business things, especially preparing for next weekend's market, because I won't have the same amount of time to do that. I also want to like organize what's packed in the car. Like I can get some things packed tomorrow / this weekend, so I'm not scrambling to do it next weekend. Yeah. Okay. I'll be back soon. Well, soon for you. A whole other day for me. Good morning, for me at least, and happy Friday for me. Happy day off of work. I am jumping right into my to-do list for the day, and the first thing is going for a run. I drove over to our bike path to go running because when I run in our neighborhood, it's not like super hilly, but like it's hilly. And I was just in the mood for a flat run. So I'm going to get a run in this morning, probably around the time that I finish. It'll be just around 9 o'clock, which is when this is when Michaels opens. I need to pick up my order that I placed yesterday so I can finish the rainbow cow for my son. And then I need to stop by the library because I printed out a sign for my table next weekend for the book buddies that I'm making. If you don't already, check out your local library. At mine, you can print for free in color. And you can just like print from home. So like you can send it in from home and just go pick it up, but you can also print there on the computers. So yeah, I'm gonna get out, go for my run. I'm gonna aim for, I've been doing like 2 miles. I've had like knee and ankle injuries before, so I take it pretty light, but if I'm feeling good, maybe I'll go for 2 1/4 today. We'll see. And I will check back in later. Planning to hopefully get some footage in Michaels. They, like I said earlier, they expanded our yarn section. I'm really not anxious, but eager to see if they have the new demi pearl yarn. They haven't had it yet. So
Michaels had the new demi pearl.
Next time you see me, I'll probably be
colors,
really flushed
and
in
the background,
sweaty.
So I couldn't play it.
Okay, wow, that was an exciting Michaels trip. I can't wait to show you what I got. And I told you that like the main focus of this video would be my market setup, like going through that. And I will do that, but I'm waiting for the people to come mow our lawn because I don't want to start doing that outside and then have them start mowing the lawn. That would not be good. But oh my gosh, my yard corner is out of control. But before I get into that, I wanted to open up this package that I got. Oh, it is from The Boxery. they sent this to me as a gift to try out their boxes and asked me to share with you guys about them. So I got 2 different sizes that are the main sizes that I use. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and give you my immediate reactions to the boxes. They were a great price. So I'm really excited for that because I normally just like buy on Amazon, and it's so good to find like a business like this that has really great prices. So let me open this up and show you the boxes that I got. Okay, I definitely should have done a time lapse of that for you because me trying to get that open was comical. It's user error. It's not an issue with their packaging. That was funny. So I got 2 different sizes. I'm gonna put the sizes that I got on the screen because it doesn't say it on here, which is fine. But I just forget what I got. So I'll put them on screen. I typically use like pretty small boxes. So these are very good quality. They're very thick. And yeah, they're very nice. I prefer, for the most part, to mail in boxes. Just poly mailers make me scared that like something's gonna happen to it. So I prefer to mail in boxes. I'm so happy to have just plain colored boxes. I think I'm gonna get like some cool colored tape to start using. But they're super nice. They're great quality corrugated. Is that what it's called? So I got that one. And then this one is slightly larger and longer for like my like 15-inch plushies, or if someone gets like 2 of something. So thank you so much, Boxery, for sending me these boxes to try and to share with you guys. If you crochet or send out other handmade goods, I definitely think these are a great option. Also, like I said, the prices are really good and they sell them in like bulk quantities. So go check them out. I'll put their URL on the screen and in the description below. Now, let me get the box of stuff that I got from Michaels. I did a pickup order because they're running a 40% off online order sale. So if you order online for pickup in store, you can still do that. And then, as you saw, they had the new Demi Pearl in store. I had a 60% off full price item coupon and a 40% off a full price item coupon. So I had to get some, obviously. So let me grab that box. Okay. I'm going to quickly go through, wow, my head's all cut off. But I'm going to go through the, like, just the Bernat stuff that I got, just to show you. Maybe you're interested. And then I'm going to show you the Demi Pearl. And I'll use it today so I can tell you what I think. First of all, the Loops and Threads brand, like, poly pellets, the, like, weighted pellets. They're normally $13. It was on sale for $6. There were 2 bags. I resisted. I only got 1 because I have like 3/4 of a bag. I use these like for my Mabel chickens and like dumpster fire, so they sit up sturdier, because a lot of people just use those as decoration. So these are on sale. It was in like the clearance area, so check out your Michaels. I also got this cute little package of rainbow yarn. I have Moon Sprouts Care Bear pattern, and one of them has a rainbow, and I just thought those were really pretty colored rainbows. It was on sale for $2, 50% off. It was originally $4. And then I got, this is a color I've never had before, Red Rust. So they are expanding the yarn section in my Michaels. So there were I got 2 colors, I think, that, or 3. 2 that I've never had before, 1 that I've just never bought before. So I'm excited for Red Rust because I have some other reds, but it's like dark red, a bright red, and then the mystical red. I don't have one like this, and this is such a nice like fall color. And so I got that. I used my 60% off coupon on that. And then I got this purple, and I've never seen this in my Michaels before, this color. And I've never seen this purple, which is Shadow Purple. It's coming up a little brighter because of the like overcast lighting coming through the window. And this is really soft. This is like mystical soft, if you know what I mean. So love that. And then I have never gotten this before. I've heard that these tend to be rougher than the normal mysticals, the black, because of the, oh, there's a factory knot like right on the outside. But just because of the dye lot. But I got, this is called Cinder. And I also got, I have never had this before. Oh, this is really soft. This is Lead. So it's like, again, it's coming up a little lighter on here because of the brightness shining through the window. But it's like a really, really dark gray, borderline light black. I don't know. And then, oh, I've never had this mystical before either. I just decided to get it because it was 40% off. Storm Blue. This is one of my favorite mysticals, the Sunshine Yellow. I use this a lot, so I decided to get it because it was 40% off. I got a gold because I'm almost out. Again, 40% off. I use it a lot. I got pale gray, right? No, vapor gray, because I'm completely out of gray. I got pink dust because I'm out of this and I use it a decent amount. And then I got two vintage white. I use this a ton and I'm almost out. Yarn Stack. And then the last thing I got was this Wool Ease Thick and Quick in Fossil to make some more pumpkins with. I also thought this could be cute to make like snowmen. It's like, you can kind of see it has like brown and like gray flecks in it. So that's everything I got from Michaels. I will desperately need to reorganize over here. It is a mess, but I think that will be like my main focus for today because I am going to do my mock setup. So the first thing I'm going to get into now is tagging. I have a lot of things to tag. So I'm going to get some stuff tagged. I also need to, I think I shared this earlier, add stems to my pumpkins, and I got to add faces to these cats. So before I make anything new today, I'm going to work on that and hopefully organize over here better, because it being disorganized is causing me to be overstimulated and slightly more stressed for what I have coming up, because I have back-to-back markets and just a lot of things. So that's what I'm going to work on first. The only thing I'm allowing myself to work on today is I need to finish up one of my cows I was making, because it's a rainbow cow for my son to take to preschool when he starts on Tuesday, and he's really excited for it. So that's part of the reason I got this purple, because I need purple as the last color. This is actually a great Williams College purple. This is where my husband went to college. So I am going to get started on tagging. I'm not going to do a time lapse of it because it's an absolute nightmare in here, and I don't want to reveal myself and how messy it is. Yeah, and then I think naturally the organization will come because I'm going to have to pack all this stuff up to do my mock setup outside, hopefully, and it's going to force me to organize some things. So that's it for now. I will probably check back in when I'm doing my mock setup, because that's what I told you guys was going to be the focus of this video. It's been a lot more than that, and I hope you like it. If you haven't already, stop what you're doing, and I'll remind you of this at the end if like you're in a really good part of what you're working on, but stop what you're doing and give this video a like. Give me a little subscribe. I'm almost at 500 subscribers. That would be so awesome to hit. And yeah, I'll check back in with you soon. Bye. Okay, so I pretty much finished tagging everything. I have a couple things downstairs I need to tag and add for book buddies. But pretty much done tagging. I need to split this up into 2 bins so I can carry them outside. But first, I'm gonna go take a shower. They're finishing up mowing our lawn outside, so that means that I can get started on doing my mock setup soon. So for real this time, the next time you see me, I will be doing my mock setup to show you guys and show you some of like the new display items that I got and just like my thought process behind like how I set things up and why I set them up that way. Okay, I came out here to do this like an hour ago, but it started raining, so I just finished up my son's cow inside. If I don't remember, I'll put a picture up here for you guys of his rainbow cow, but I thought I would show you all of my things like that I use for my setup, and then I'm gonna start placing some things out. I got all my stuff down there and then go through it. So the first thing is this green stand. I got this at a tag sale for like $5. It's really cool because it folds up flat. These kind of lift up and it folds up flat. So love that. And then I've showed these before, but I got these at Michael's for like 70% off. I think they came out to like $5. This is another thing I got at a tag sale. This was $4. So I'm gonna do like some minis in here. I have some mini octos, and then I'm gonna make some mini whales to put in there. This is gonna be one of my mini areas. I like to have 2 mini areas to draw people into. Here's a crate that my husband made me. He's supposed to make me one more so I can stack on top of each other. This is another thing that I got at Michael's. It was like 70% off. I got this from the garage sale for $2. Then this my husband made me using the pattern that's on Oak and Marlowe's blog. It's not exactly what she has on there, but very close. And then I have a couple other things. This is a tray that I got, someone was giving away free. Same with this, somebody was giving this away free. And then this is from a garage sale also. I think it was like $2. So those are all of like my display pieces. I have a couple more baskets and I have some more other boxes to use, but I'm gonna start setting things out and see what it looks like, and we will do the time lapse. Okay, I stopped my time lapse because it was taking me far too long. But I think I finally have things set up in the way that I want to. So I definitely have a lot of extra inventory, which is great. I made multiples of some things and I don't need to put it all out. I can put it out as things sell. However, one thing that I know I need is more smaller items. So that's going to be the focus for the rest of like next week. But let me flip this around and kind of show you what things are looking like and explain to you my thinking behind them in case you're ever wondering how to do your booth. Now, I'm not an expert by any means. This is like my 5th event, but this is what's worked for me. And yeah, let me show it to you. So I used to have that white table pushed to the back so people had to come in more, but now I have it pushed to the front, and this will be towards the front of my tent. I'm normally sitting behind that crate. I sit when there's not a lot of people. I stand when there are. I always have something to crochet with me because it just makes it a little less awkward. So, and then I have this stand of Guy. So we've got our Miles monkey up top. We have some of our hanging plants. And these are a little bit just like random items. Sorry, there's a big truck driving by. And then, as I mentioned, right when people like approach from either side, I like to have lower cost items. So I have my Boo Boo Buddies. These are one for, what did I decide? 1 for $8, 2 for $15. I think I'm gonna make some baby whales to put up here. I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe I'll make more octos. These are my bigger lovies. Then I have my bitty kitties. I have my dumpster fires, and then I'm gonna make something to put up here. Maybe another, I have one more dumpster fire, but I thought 2 was enough to have out. Then we have Queen Eloise up at the top from CC Handmade Hugs. This is my Halloween baby collection from doing some pattern tests, but some just also buying the pattern. So this is my little Halloween setup. I've got a nice little blanket up here. These are my book buddies. I'm gonna have a sign back here that explains what a book buddy is. I've got some more snugglers here. Then this is mostly farm themed items. I have, well, so this is like a cow lovey, and then this is another one. I put him up at the top. I need to put the stems on these, which you guys know. It's probably what I'm gonna work on next once I pack this up. So these are kind of like farm themed items. I think I'm gonna make a couple more of these. These are good little like $5 makes for kids and stuff. Then here's another basket of lower price items. This is like a $10 basket. And then hopefully I'll have a basket of these and pocket goslings right over here, again, to draw people in. And then this side was more of like my like safari type animals and stuff. So these are the snuggler version, so they're laying down, but these can all sit up. I've got my turtles up there, and I have like an extra penguin. The giraffes that I had over there, I have an extra. So there are some things I have extra of that if they sell, I can replace them. I feel like I should make one more loaf cat to fill that in. But this is what it's looking like. So that's what we're looking like. Sorry, there's a plane just flying over, but hopefully my husband will be able to make me one more of these crates, because I really want to put some of the things over on that end of the table up with a little more height. Height is really good. That's what's going to draw people in to your booth. So yeah, I'm glad I did my mock setup. Now I got to pack it all up. What I try to do is when I pack it back in these bins to kind of do it in some sort of order. So, you know, like this half of the table and then the other half. And I'm going to put some of these, like my tables and stuff in the car. So it's already there for next weekend. So I hope that was helpful to you. It's helpful to me. I probably, I'm not going to like do this before every single market. I am going to probably follow this setup for at least the next 2 and then reevaluate the stock that I have. Like I said, I have extra things. Like I have a bunch of dinos I didn't put out and stuff like that. I'm going to bring those with me because I might have spots to fill at some point. And then probably for my October markets, I'll do another mock setup, reevaluate what I have and where I want to position things. Also, like starting for my late October markets, I'm going to be making and bringing out some more like holiday stuff. I'll still have some Halloween stuff, but start to like phase that out. So I'm gonna wrap the video here. This was a little all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna remind you again to stop what you're doing and go to your phone or your iPad or however you're watching this and like this video, please, and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And let's see. I usually ask people to share what they're working with while they're watching, which you can totally do. But I think this time, let's have you leave a, where am I pointing? A cow emoji, because I have so many cows. I love all my cows. So leave me a cow emoji so I know that you got this far. And my next video is not going to be the market recap probably. I don't know, because it's a Sunday market, but stay tuned and you'll see what it is. Look at that little cow up there. He's so cute. All right, bye guys. I'll see you next time.